Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Well, isn't this a shocking surprise? Who would have guessed it? Oh wait, I literally predicted it, and we spoke about it in a previous video. Democrats all of a sudden are coming to the defense of TikTok, and specifically the star of the show is none other than Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. You might even call her a TikTok star at this point. Is it any surprise that the Democrats all of a sudden seem to be lobbying against the idea of a TikTok ban? Of course, it's no surprise at all. The America Last agenda continues, national security at the bottom of the list of priorities, the psychological development safety of children, of course at the bottom of priorities. It seems like many of these Democrats are taking their stance on this issue, and let's just say it's not surprising at all. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so take a look at this. In a post on the Chinese spyware app TikTok, Democrat Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says she's against banning TikTok because it just doesn't feel right. Take a look at this.
So why would we be proposing a ban regarding such a significant issue without being clued in on this at all? It just doesn't feel right to me. And additionally, this case needs to be made to the public. We are a government by the people and for the people. And if we want to make a decision as significant as banning TikTok, and we believe, or someone believes, that there's really important information that the public deserves to know about why such a decision would be justified, that information should be shared with the public as well.
The typical Democrat stance. My feelings. It just doesn't feel right. Why do you think Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is taking that stance? I wonder why. Maybe it's because AOC is more of an internet social media personality, more so than a politician. She's more of an internet star than she is an actual effective public servant. Let's bring up her track record once again. Need to add the context in every single AOC video that we make. No bill that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has ever written has ever made it to the floor of the House. She is one of the least effective members of Congress. She might as well not even really show up to her job. Most of the bills that she's voted on, it's not like she's ever been the deciding vote. AOC literally does nothing. I mean, she's an actual insignificant government employee. I mean, literal janitors at the Capitol provide more value than Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And so clearly her priority is being TikTok famous. No wonder she doesn't want to ban TikTok. That's where she gets her work done. I mean, again, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is very popular in her district, but overall, when you survey the American people, people don't like her. Even Democrats don't like her. Nobody wants to see her as president. She's always at the bottom of polling when it comes to presidential nomination polling. Her approval rating is pretty much in the gutter. Her favorability rating, I don't think has ever crossed the 40% mark, and most of the AOC favorability polls are surveying US adults rather than registered voters. I'd probably argue that her approval and favorability ratings are in the gutter in the 20s. She's objectively an unpopular, unlikable character outside of two places. Her district, of course, that votes for her at around 70% to 30%, and TikTok and Twitter. AOC is more of a content creator, more of a TikToker than she is a politician. And so clearly she's taking the stance that's in her own best interest. That seems to be what Democrats are doing in general. Not in the actual best interest of the country, no, of course not. It seemed at one point also in the video that I played earlier from the @AOC in the House TikTok account. Sounds like a frickin' Disney Channel show. Alexandria in the House. But in that clip earlier, she almost suggested that it should be put to a vote to the American people. Well, we have the data. A large majority of American adults support banning TikTok and view it as a national security risk. And of course, probably with good reason. But these Democrat politicians have a different view because national security isn't in their best interest. And one thing we know about establishment politicians is that they always do what's in their best interest. There's actually an interesting quote from earlier in the month from Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo. Take a look at this graphic from Face the Nation. The politician in me thinks you're gonna literally lose every voter under 35 5 forever. The added context to this quote is, if you ban TikTok. That's what Democrats are really concerned about. The same sentiment was mirrored on NBC News as well.
Well, you know, Chuck, there wasn't 150 million people who voted in the last midterm, right? Talk about an energizing thing to do. Look, we don't do very good historically at banning things either that are really popular. This is a billion-dollar industry. You've got people in the gig economy, young people making a lot of money on this. It is a problem, the idea of banning it.
It's a real problem for Democrats if the party were to ban TikTok, and all of a sudden Democrats seem to be getting cold feet, and we're seeing all kinds of copium. And the funniest copium that I've noticed is from, well, ironically enough, a bunch of TikTokers, a bunch of TikTok boomers, like this character who claims he's a cybersecurity expert.
Hi, I'm Milton Mueller, and I'm a professor at Georgia Tech in the School of Public Policy and the School of Cybersecurity and Privacy. So I'm very concerned about debates over a TikTok ban, and particularly the claim that TikTok is a tool of Chinese espionage. Now, let me try to bring some cybersecurity expertise as well as some common sense to this discussion. First, what is espionage? Espionage involves the gathering of information that meets two characteristics. First, it is secret, and second, knowing that secret provides one government with some kind of competitive advantage over another in the competition for power or military might. So let's apply these two basic criteria to the TikTok controversy. First, is the TikTok data secret? Well, the answer, obviously, is that almost all of it is not. The whole purpose of the app is for its users to publicize things. Anyone can see the videos, anyone can see the comments, anyone can see how many likes they got, and with some open source software tools, you can identify followers and find their digital identity by looking at them across all social media. So if the Chinese government wants to know what is happening on TikTok, they don't need to tell ByteDance to give them the data. They can just look at it or scrape it.
Cybersecurity expert. But this to me seems like frickin' Chinese propaganda. First of all, the idea that ByteDance, and by extension the CCP, wouldn't have access to secret information is a complete farce. When you have access to millions upon millions of devices, eventually you're probably gonna stumble upon something that's interesting for your nation. Secondly, it seems like this individual's making the argument that all the data that China would want is all publicly available anyways. What are you talking about? Anybody who has a basic understanding of how data collection works knows that this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Ever clicked accept on terms of service and policies for pretty much any internet connected device or app? It collects all of your data. Most of these apps have access to who you're calling, what you're searching, all your files, all your photos, literally everything on your phone. The Chinese government, through ByteDance, doesn't just get access to publicly available information on the TikTok app, like comments, likes, and whatever people are posting. Completely absurd. They have access to everything, over millions upon millions of devices. Oh, but of course, ignore that, folks. Listen to all the TikTok experts shilling for the frickin' CCP's spy app. Every frickin' TikTok clone, every TikTok bot, reposting the same clip from the TikTok hearing.
On my phone, and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok access that network?
Are you not embarrassed right now? Like, I cannot fathom the idea that you people are supposed to be on an actual elected board to oversee what's going on with technology, and you ask a goddamn question like that. Why are you in charge of anybody and anything at this point?
And while I get it, Congress isn't exactly well educated or well equipped to tackle issues like this, and the question on service level maybe seems stupid, it literally doesn't change anything. Okay, one Republican asked if a phone or an app can access a network, or access your Wi-Fi network. Does dunking on that one clip and playing it over and over again somehow automatically cause you to disregard every other concern about the app? No, of course not. There's clear, logical, rational concern here, and the question is, should we do something about it? Should we protect our kids from CCP demoralization campaigns? Should we maybe not allow tens of millions of phones to be downloading possible Chinese government spyware? Yeah, we should probably take that issue seriously, just like the Chinese take our apps seriously as national security concerns. But of course, Democrats don't want to take it seriously. Democrats will never agree to ban TikTok because they're engaged in the exact kind of propaganda campaigns targeting America's youth. They don't want to ban TikTok. The Biden administration is heavily invested in TikTok propaganda campaigns being promoted to youngsters. We've already seen a couple examples, filming stupid TikTok videos at the White House. What a bunch of clowns. Welcome to Clown World, where Democrats prioritize electoral politics ahead of national security. That's what I got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.